Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Master Duncan, and I'm a poet. I've been using poetry now for about 3 or 4 years. I've lost many good friends through the use of poetry and made a good relationship too. I didn't manage to get clean for a while, but I've recently got back into using poetry quite heavily. And if it's alright with you, I'd like to start off with a very short one before I hit you with the 2 pieces I'm going to do tonight. And the first one is called Stuck on You. I saw a pot of glue the other day with a black eye and broken ribs. It said it had got it from a bunch of kids. It's just another victim of solvent abuse. Don't worry, they're not going to be that bad. Okay, I'm planning to hit you tonight with 2 pieces. The first one is one that I'm going to try and sing. I can't really sing, so if it sounds a bit off-key, you'll have to forgive us. And it's a piece called The Idiots Are Winning. And it was inspired by idiots. I'd like to say the fate of the world is hanging in the balance, but the scale's been overweighed by our violence and arrogance. And yet we seem quite happy to let our minds be dumbed down by going and letting the advertisers take us to town, brainwashing us with an obsolete ideal, while stealing enough of our soul that we forget how to feel. And the trouble is, not enough of us are bothering to question. We just accept what's thrown at us without a moment's hesitation, while still turning blinded eyes to even the smallest injustice, as it's just extra hassle that none of us can be fussed with, as we're far too busy living out our busy lives in our big busy cities where money breeds and thrives. And it's in these human hives with the CCTV spies that the average person's dreams just ups, leaves them and dies. And ambition rarely reaches fruition in these conditions, as people would rather see or hear the same old renditions of the same thing they've seen or heard, been done before, preferring to choose comfort to that of which they're not sure. And I'm not saying the unknown isn't something that frightens, but the unknown has this tendency for broadening horizons while expanding the mind to create and challenge new concepts, unless laziness and ignorance comes along and intercepts, causing sidesteps and backtracking in our general development. Because unless it's rich or close to us, then it's all just irrelevant, because the idiots are winning and the stupid are in control. For the rest of us, there's no escaping this dumb hell hole. The dunce are denser mass and the simple rule the world, and into a bleak future we are all getting hurled, because the idiots are winning and the stupid are at large, and each and every one of us has helped to play our part, because the dunce are denser mass and the simple rule the earth, and the only humane thing to do is kill them all at birth. Now your average person these days doesn't even bother to vote, and it's not surprising when politics has become such a joke. So much false promise and all neatly wrapped in red tape, and the weight from all these lies has bent this country out of shape, like our banking system, which is persistently driven to ensure the prices of inflation are consistently risen, helping the poor stay broke while the rich stay enriched. And it's not hard to guess who are the ones getting stitched, when we've got a government whose spending is so disorganised. And it won't be long till the NHS becomes privatised, meaning the sick stay sick while getting ill with fret, as their possessions get repossessed to pay off their hospital debts. Not that most would notice this happening though, one way or the other, as most people are more interested in what's happening on Big Brother. And although it's a conspiracy to that's easy to disprove, Big Brother is out there and watching our every move. And if Big Brother is suspicious, he can take away your liberty, detain you based on your race, religion or nationality. And like Orwell's vision of futurism 1984, we seem stuck in this unwinnable and endless war. And it doesn't make a difference if a million march in protest. These days war must entertain before people show any interest. But don't surprise me when living in a world full of things truly awesome, that we, this human race, were able to invent boredom, because the idiots are winning and the stupid are in control. For the rest of us, there's no escaping this dumb hell hole, the dunce are denser mass and the simple rule the world, and into a bleak future we are all getting hurled, because the idiots are winning and the stupid are at large, and each and every one of us has helped to play our part, the dunce are denser mass and the simple rule the earth, and the only humane thing to do is kill them all at birth. Now tear the true downfall and curse of this earth. There's too much self-inflated sense of self-worth. The world's got all clogged up with egotistical feeling, and it can't even be sold with some ecclesiastical healing. Cause something that's rarely found in religious texts or scripture is mankind's place when it comes to the bigger picture. Cause in the bigger picture, finding mankind is like an impossible where's Wally, and yet people still get caught up in their self-important folly. Continue the state of living in case the world ceases to revolve, convinced without them the human race would no longer evolve. But before you let this get the better of you and you lose all hope, I'll mention this humbling photo taken by the Hubble telescope. For 8 to 9 days it focused on this one black bit of space, and what it saw was a showcase almost impossible to embrace. 3,000 galaxies and each one different and diverse, and then the Hubble focused again on another part of the universe, and this time what it saw was over 10,000, a whole host of galaxies lying there as though abandoned. And just like this Milky Way galaxy of ours, your average galaxy has over 1 billion stars, with up to 50 to 60 planets revolving around each one, just like the 8 planets that revolve around our sun. So if you think what you do is some great importance in life, bear in mind in the grand plan we're just a blip in the night, because the idiots are winning and the stupid are in control. For the rest of us there's no escaping this dumb hellhole. The dunce dent mass and the simple rule the world, and into a bleak future we are all getting hurled. Because the idiots are winning and the stupid are at large, and each and every one of us is held to play our part. Because the dunce dent mass and the simple rule the earth, and the only humane thing to do is kill them all at birth. Thank you.